Good morning, guys. We're in my room today with Ken because we have lots and lots of construction noise outside. So we're going to be in here for our final yoga live stream. How are you all doing today? Good, hopefully. All right. We can start sitting on our mats, finding a comfortable position. Beautiful. Taking a couple deep breaths. Rolling your shoulders back. Starting to find some movement in your body. And rolling forward. We'll roll our neck from front to side. And all the way around. Beautiful. Now walking your fingertips out to the right side. We'll come into a side stretch. Or you can roll through your wrist here. And rolling over to the other side. Beautiful. Coming up, we're going to come to our hands and our knees. Dropping your chest, letting your gaze rise upwards. Big inhale and exhaling, arching your back. Coming back and forth for cat and cow. Continuing. Gotta make sure our music is still going. Beautiful. Let's extend our left arm out and our right foot back. You can either balance here or you can reach back to your right foot and come all the way up into half bow pose. And coming down. Other side, right arm extended, left foot back. You can either balance here or reach back, pushing your foot into your hand. Come up to half bow. Beautiful, and coming down. From here, we'll flex our feet, coming onto your toes and sitting back. This just stretches through your foot in the morning. Beautiful. Epic. Walking your hands forward, putting your weight in your hands and coming all the way up to a downward dog. Let's bring our right foot all the way up, and then let it come in towards our chest, rolling forward towards a plank, coming all the way back up, letting it come across our body to our left elbow, all the way back up, and to our right elbow on the outside of our body, all the way back up, and going all the way through to crescent lunge. Beautiful job. Beautiful. Bringing your hands to heart center. You can either stay here or you can rotate towards the right side. You can bring your left hand to the ground next to your foot. Then revolve here. And we'll bring our back knee down, stretching through our hips in a low lunge. And rolling back for a hamstring stretch. Rolling through your ankle here. Beautiful, rolling forward to your low lunge on your inhale, and then exhaling back to your hamstring stretch. We're gonna roll back and forth in one fluid motion. Inhaling as you come up, exhaling as you go down. Beautiful job. Putting your weight in your hands. We'll step back to a plank pose. Finding your balance here. And then chaturanga. Elbows into your chest. All the way up to upward dog. Your knees and your hips are going to be off the ground. Beautiful. And then rolling back to downward dog. Our left foot is going to come up in the air this time. And come all the way into our chest. Rolling forward to a plank, coming all the way up, rolling across our body to our right elbow, coming all the way up, coming to the outside of our body to our left elbow, coming all the way up, and then coming through to a crescent. Bring your hands to heart center, and then if you want to revolve, you can go ahead and do that. Let's bring our right palm of our hand to the ground, looking up to our left hand. And then both arms come down, bringing your back knee down, stretching through your low lunge here. And rolling back to a hamstring stretch, rolling through your ankle here. And next inhale, rolling forward to a low lunge, big inhale. And exhaling to your hamstring stretch. Inhaling. Beautiful job. Rolling forward, putting your weight in your hands, coming to a plank pose. Elbows into your chest, chaturanga down. Coming all the way up to upward dog. Knees and hips off the ground. And rolling back to downward dog. Beautiful. Stepping your feet to the front of the mat. Toes together, heels slightly apart. Grasping your elbows and hanging here. Bending your knees and slowly connect to stand. One vertebra at a time. Rolling through your shoulders here. Beautiful, beautiful job. Big inhale. Arms come above your head, swan diving all the way down. Inhaling halfway up. And exhaling, stepping back to downward dog. Right foot comes up to the sky and comes all the way through to crescent lunge. From here, once you find your balance, we'll come up and over into warrior two. So your back foot is going to come parallel with the back of your mat. Or facing that, but facing the same way as me, yeah. Beautiful. Now flipping your front hand, pulling from the front all the way back to reverse warrior. Towards your left leg. Yeah. Making sure to keep the bend in your right leg. And then coming over to extended side angle. Whether that's on your knee or you can actually bring your hand to the ground. Whatever feels good for you. Letting your top arm pull you all the way back up. Straighten your legs. Heel toeing them slightly in so that your feet are about 4 feet apart. Más o menos. And then we're going to prepare for a triangle pose. So you're going to release your left hip, coming all the way over onto your right ankle. Try to bring your chest in so that everything is in line. Beautiful. Folding over towards your front leg, bringing your back foot a little bit to a 45-degree angle, and just finding a hamstring stretch here. Putting your weight in your hands, coming to plank pose. Chaturanga through. Upward dog. Downward dog. Left foot comes up. And coming all the way through to crescent lunge. Once you found your balance, coming up and over to warrior two. Back foot comes parallel to the back of the mat. Flipping your front hand, reaching forward and pulling back to reverse warrior. And then coming all the way over to extended side angle or down to the ground. Letting your top arm pull you up, straightening your leg, heel toeing them in once so that your feet are about 4 feet apart, releasing your right hip and coming over onto your left leg. Beautiful. Your top arm will come down, bringing your back foot to 45-degree angle and stretching over your front leg. Trying to keep your front leg as straight as possible. For a hamstring stretch here. Beautiful job. Putting your weight in your hands. Coming to plank pose. Chaturanga through. Upward dog. And downward dog. Stepping your feet to the front of the mat. Toes together, heels slightly apart. Grabbing your elbows here and just letting yourself hang. Bending your knees, coming all the way up to stand. Rolling through your shoulders, shaking everything out, getting some water, whatever you need. Little break. Beautiful. What's your plan, Pam? Are you going to come back? Okay, and then you're coming back? Sorry, we're really improvising, making do because of all the noise, so it's an experimental class today. All right, beautiful. So we're gonna come to the front of your mat, toes together, heels slightly apart. Big inhale up, and exhale all the way down to your toes. Coming halfway up, inhale, and exhaling down, stepping back to down dog. From here, we're gonna bring our right foot up in the air, letting it fall over to the left side, stretching through your hip here. And if you want to fall all the way over and then press up into wild thing, you can do that. So your left foot is straight, right foot is bent. You're reaching through your right arm, pushing your hips up into the air. And coming back to plank. Chaturanga through. Big inhale. Up to upward dog. And to downward dog. Now we'll bring our left foot up into the air, letting it fall over the right side, stretching through your hip here. And then if you want to come all the way through to wild thing, pushing through your hips. Beautiful, coming back. Plank pose, chaturanga. Upward dog. And downward dog, stepping to the foot of your mat. Big exhale. Releasing all the stress, bending your knees, rolling all the way up to stand. Shaking everything out, rolling through your shoulders. Beautiful. Coming to chair pose. So your toes are still together, heels slightly apart. Finding that bend in your legs, keeping your back straight. And then we'll come down to forward fold. Stepping back to downward dog. Now we'll come straight into wild thing, so your right foot will come up, coming all the way over, and pressing up. And coming back. Keeping your right foot in the air if you can, and then letting it come all the way through to pigeon pose. Beautiful. Finding a stretch here, really relaxing, melting into your hip. If you want to put a pillow under your right hip for some added support, sometimes that feels good. Beautiful, beautiful. Reaching back to your left leg if you'd like. Finding a stretch here. Good job. Letting it go, putting your weight in your hands. Plank pose. Finding your balance, and then chaturanga. Elbows in, all the way down. Coming to upward dog. And downward dog. Your left foot is going to come up in the air and come all the way over to wild thing. Pressing through your hips. Up into the air. Up, up, up. And trying to keep your left foot in the sky. Coming back. Coming all the way up. And then coming through to pigeon pose. Beautiful job. Beautiful, coming all the way up. Trying to reach back to your right leg if you'd like. Beautiful, releasing your foot down. Weight comes into your hands. Coming to plank pose, chaturanga. Upward dog. And downward dog. Stepping to the front of your mat. Toes together, go slightly apart, grasping your elbows, hanging here for forward fold. Bending your knees, rolling all the way up to stand. And rolling through your shoulders, shaking it out, taking a sip of water. Whatever you need. How are all of you at home doing? Over. Amazing. Big inhale up. Exhaling all the way to the ground. Inhaling halfway up. Exhaling all the way down. Stepping back to downward dog. We're going to roll straight into plank. Bringing your right your right hand into the middle of the mat. And then shifting your weight onto your right hand for a side plank. Pushing up through your bottom hip, trying to keep both of your legs straight. If you want a little extra support, you can bend your left leg. And push up here. Beautiful. Coming back to plank and chaturanga down, all the way down to the ground, relaxing on the ground. Beautiful. Coming up to Sphinx pose. So as you can see, my shoulder down to my elbow and then out to my hand is in a 90-degree angle. Beautiful. So you're going to push into your elbows, pulling them back and pushing your chest forward. Awesome. Bringing your left arm to a 45-degree angle and then reaching back to your right foot for a stretch here. Beautiful job, releasing that, coming back to the Sphinx pose as we had it, pushing your chest through your shoulders, bringing your right arm to a 45-degree angle, reaching back to your left foot. Beautiful, releasing it down. We're going to come up into upward dog. Hips and knees off the ground. And downward dog. Coming back forward to a plank, finding your balance here. Your left hand is going to come to the middle of your mat. Shifting your weight to your left hand and coming into a side plank here. Pushing your hips up to the sky. If you want to bring your right leg to be bent to get a little extra support, you can. Coming back to plank, chaturanga down. And from here, we're going to relax, but also reach back to our hands. To our feet. So we're grabbing both feet. Beautiful. Now on your next inhale, you're going to push your feet into your hands and come all the way up. To full bow pose. Beautiful, coming down. Coming up to upward dog. And coming back to downward dog. Amazing job. Stepping in the front of your mat. Toes together, heels slightly apart. Releasing your head down to the ground. Try to reach your toes. Bending your knees and rolling all the way up to stand. Beautiful, shaking it all out. Amazing job, guys. Take a sip more if you need one. Hi, Molly. Oh my gosh. My aunt, hello. All right, we're gonna go into balancing now because nothing is more feel good than getting a good balance in. Beautiful. All right, so shifting your weight onto your left foot, we'll sort of find our space in our right foot. And then, sorry, just tying my shirt on. We can come all the way up to tree pose. Trying to find a point of focus that you can focus on can really help you balance. Beautiful. If you want to bring a little variation into it, you can reach down with either hand. There's two different stretches depending on which hand you want. If you want to pick up with your foot with your same hand, so right foot to right hand, you can bring it forward. You can bring it side, balancing here. Beautiful. Bring it back in. And then if you want to try with the opposite hand, you're just grabbing with your two first fingers, your toe, bringing it forward, and then twisting towards your leg. Beautiful, coming in. Finding your final balance. And releasing it down. Beautiful job. Shaking through your ankles. We'll shift over to the right side. Finding space in your left foot. And coming all the way up to a tree pose. Beautiful. If you want to do any of the variations, feel free to go ahead and do them. And then releasing your left foot down to the ground, shaking it out. Beautiful, beautiful job. So, yeah, now we'll have about like 5 minutes of free time. So do whatever you're kind of feeling before we transfer to the ground. So inversions are really awesome. If you don't want to do a handstand or a headstand on or off the wall, you can go ahead and just like put your legs up the wall, or balance with your, like lay down with your legs up in the air so that you can feel the blood rushing down from your feet. Really helps to reverse everything. If you think about it, we're standing all day or sitting. We're this way all day, so we gotta flip it around sometimes to get everything moving. Amazing. And then if you are doing any head or handstands, when you do come down, come to child's pose. Just let the blood rush back. Last one for anyone doing handstands or headstands. If you just have your legs up, you can keep them that way if you want. Beautiful. Coming back to your mat. We're going to come to the center of our mat, coming to stand. Bringing your heels in, toes out. As far apart as you can comfortably get them, I guess. And then we're just going to come into a forward fold here. Letting your head drop to the floor. For any of you that are just doing headstand, you'll definitely feel this because it really helps open up through your upper back. Beautiful. Bringing your heels in, we'll come down to a squat. If you need to scooch your heels in, you can do that. Letting your elbows push out your knees. Beautiful. We're going to bring our left hand to the ground, stretching through our back towards the left side. If you want to flip your palm forward and bring it all the way around and come into a bind here, you can go for that. Beautiful. Other side, we'll bring our right foot to the ground, stretching through towards the right side. If you want to flip your right palm forward and back and meet your hands, go ahead and do that. Beautiful. Coming back, finding your space in your center. You can either stay here, or we could try crow pose quickly. So a lot of people bring their knees directly onto their upper arms like this. That one really hurts my arms because it's like bone on bone. So I usually go with my inner, right here, with my right on the inside of my knee. That makes sense. I don't know if that's correct, but we never said it was correct. We just said it was comfortable. So if you want to put a pillow underneath your head right here so you don't feel as afraid of falling forward, you can go ahead and do that. I'll turn this way. Just try it a couple times. Maybe try to push yourself to get your feet off the ground 3 times. Even if it's just the tiniest half second. Some days are harder than others. So. Beautiful. Coming back to your squat here, straightening your legs, heel toeing the feet slightly more apart, and then coming back down into another wide-legged forward fold. Beautiful. Bending your left leg and straightening your right. We'll come into a sort of side stretch here in our legs. Coming all the way up, finding our forward fold in the middle, and then bending our right leg and doing the same thing. Really lifting your arch here so that we're not rolling forward into our feet. Trying to find the bridge underneath your foot. Beautiful job. Awesome. Coming back up into that forward fold. And then we'll sway from side to side, really letting our head and our arms go. And slowly rolling up to stand. Amazing. Shaking it all out. This is our last time standing this class, so really enjoy it. And we'll come to the front of our mat. Toes together, heels slightly apart. Big inhale. Exhaling all the way down. Inhaling halfway up. Exhaling all the way down. Stepping back to downward dog. Taking 3 breaths here. Rolling forward to plank pose. Finding your center. Big inhale. All the way up to upward dog. Bending your knees. Bringing your toes together. So knees come to the edge of the mat. Toes come together. Coming back into child's pose. Beautiful. Coming up to hands and knees, crossing your ankles, and then sitting back. So we're coming onto our buttocks here. Both feet come forward on the mat. Beautiful job. Bringing your right foot into your left inner thigh so that we can do a hamstring stretch for this extended foot. Coming forward into a hamstring stretch. Beautiful. Rolling all the way up. We're going to cross our right foot over our left leg. Awesome. Hugging our knee into our chest. And we'll bend our left leg. Your left foot is going to meet your right hip. Awesome. Now we'll turn towards the right, pushing our left elbow into our right knee. Twist through our body. If you want to reach your hand through your legs and come and meet it. Beautiful, rolling back, bringing both legs forward on your mat. Amazing job. Our left foot will come into our right leg, bending towards our right leg for a hamstring stretch here. Amazing, rolling up. Our left foot will come over our right leg, hugging your knee into your chest. Beautiful. And then bringing your left leg to your right hip. Beautiful. Awesome. And now we're going to turn towards our left side. So using your right elbow to push into your left knee, twisting here. And if you want to reach through with your palm, coming all the way through. Beautiful. Coming back, bringing both legs forward. Kind of pulling your glutes back. Sometimes this helps you. You really want to shift your hips forward. And then we're going to come forward onto both feet. If you can't reach, then trying to use like a pair of tights or some leggings, or I don't know, if you have a strap as well. Beautiful. Now, bring our legs wide. Amazing job. Now, the same thing we kind of did at the beginning of the class with when we were in the butterfly. We're going to walk our fingertips out to the side, coming into a side stretch here. I'm on the right side, but whichever side you feel like doing first. Beautiful. And coming on the other side, walking your fingertips all the way down your leg. Coming to a side stretch. You should feel it all the way through your side body. Coming all the way up, we're going to shift our upper body to face our right leg, and then come over it like it's one of those one-legged forward folds that we just did. So you should feel it a little bit in your left side, and then also through your leg. Beautiful. Same thing on the other side. Shifting all of your body over to coming all the way up. And then we'll come forward in between our legs. If you have something to kind of pull towards, that's awesome. If you want to put a pillow down and try to lay down on the pillow, if you want to put 3 pillows down, whatever works, or you can just walk your hands forward. Beautiful. Coming all the way up. Bringing your feet together. You can stay in butterfly if your hips aren't super flexible. If you want, we're just going to bend forward in butterfly. If you want to stack your legs, you can bring your left leg to a 45-degree angle and your right leg to a 45-degree angle on top of it so that your shins are aligned and your knees and feet are on top of each other. And then bending forward to stretch through your hips here. Beautiful, rolling all the way up. We'll switch the legs. Or you can stay in butterfly, roll up and then roll back down. Beautiful. Rolling all the way up. Awesome. We're going to unfurl our feet. Coming to lay down on the mat. Bending your knees so that you can reach your heels with your fingertips, but you don't need to be able to grab them or anything, but just so that they touch. Yeah? And then we're gonna curve our lower back in, pulling our pelvis towards like our face to come all the way up into bridge pose, rolling your shoulders underneath your body, clasping your hands, pushing your hips up to the sky. Beautiful, finding your balance here. If you want to try to find your balance on one foot, bring 1 foot up. You can go ahead and do that. If you do that, try to do both legs. You can come up into a supported bridge, putting your hands underneath your hip bones, releasing your lower back. And then we'll release our shoulders and roll one vertebrae at a time. Down to the ground, shaking through your hips, bringing your knees into your chest. We're gonna use our killer ab strength to push our legs above our head for flat pose. This is one of my favorite stretches now. It really feels like it fully extends the right back. And especially when you're reading on your bed or watching movies or working on a couch or something not very supportive for your back can get a little cranky. So this really helps to stretch through it. Trying to find a spot to grab onto on your upper back. We're gonna, 1 foot at a time, come up to shoulder stand. Beautiful. Coming back to that cloud pose. Grab it onto the sides of your mat to give you a little bit more leverage. And then 1 vertebrae at a time, lowering your back down to the ground. 1 vertebrae at a time, trying to physically feel each vertebrae releasing. Amazing. Bringing your feet back to that bent position where you can touch them with your fingertips. And now we'll either roll up into one more bridge pose, or if wheel is part of your practice, you can bring your hands above your head and push up to wheel. Pushing your hips up to the sky. And then rolling down. Again, 1 vertebrae at a time. My magic phrase, I say it all the time. Oof, but it's true. Amazing. Bring your knees into your chest. Rolling from side to side. Amazing. Letting your right foot come onto the ground. Pulling your left knee into your chest. And then we're gonna release it over to the right side for a twist. Reaching through your left arm and and looking in the left direction as well. Nice twist to end off the practice. Beautiful. Coming back. Your left leg will extend down. Right knee comes into your chest. Rolling through your ankle here. And then releasing it over to the left side. If you can come down on the ground, great. Trying to bring your right shoulder to the ground as well. Obviously, both might not be possible. And then reaching through your right arm, looking over to the right side. Breathing here, a couple deep breaths. Beautiful, coming all the way back up. Bringing both of your knees into your chest, hugging them in, again, rolling from side to side. Grabbing just your knees and rolling circles around your pelvis, sacrum area. That makes sense? Just rolling through wherever feels comfortable, your upper glutes. You can switch the direction. Beautiful. Bringing your left leg up to a hamstring stretch. And switching the leg, final little stretch of the day. Going through your ankle. Bringing both knees in, grabbing your toes, and coming into happy baby. Rolling from side to side here. Beautiful. Now we'll come down into Shavasana, getting comfortable however feels good. And letting everything go. Big deep breath. Beautiful. Wiggling your fingers and toes. Bringing your left hand to your heart and your right hand to your lower belly. Taking a deep breath here, checking in with yourself. Seeing how you're feeling. Especially feeling in your belly. Your belly holds a lot of stress, a lot of emotion. You can massage it a little bit. I want to let go of anything that makes our stomach feel like it's in knots. Setting an intention, amazing things for yourself today. Because you deserve it. You deserve to take care of yourself. You deserve a moment of self-care, a day of self-care, a whole life of self-care. So what can you do for yourself today? Once you have your intention, rolling over onto your side, keeping your eyes closed. Checking in with your body, seeing how it's feeling. And rolling up to sit, Keeping your eyes closed, finding a comfortable seat. Thanking yourself for taking the time out of your day to come to yoga, take care of your body, your mind, your heart, your spirit. The light in me recognizes the light within you. Namaste. Namaste, internet, and everyone at home. Thank you for joining us. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you for coming. Hasta luego.